Hey there, got another video for you. This time it's a 2014 GMC Savana. This is a build that we did here recently, and it's quite a bit different than some of the other projects that I've showed you here on YouTube, and definitely is different than the ones coming up in the future. This one is very simple, does not have a lot of the things that I've been adding in other builds. A lot of that has to do with budget. We just didn't have the budget to put in things like a kitchen or a finished floor, you know, those kind of real custom cabinets that, you know, kind of fit into the nooks and crannies of the van to utilize space and add additional storage. We couldn't do that on this one, and so what we did do though is try to get just a real good envelope, so the ceiling, you know, has the max air fan, has enough rack, you know, capacity to put an awning on it down the road. It does have the solar on it currently, so you know, I feel like the roof is done. We did a full Havelock wool insulation, you know, kind of on the interior, so the ceiling and the walls and all the doors. And you know, from there we just did kind of a real simple build out to make sure that the walls and the ceiling were wrapped up, and then you know, just a real nice bed scenario, a little bit of storage, some functionality for a desk or an eating area, and then just a real basic kind of electrical setup that the client actually brought most of that to the table. So I just needed to tie it into shore power and into the DC system, feeding, you know, for the lights and the fan, what have you. So, oh, can't forget the swivel seat. Guys, got to put a swivel seat in these vans. It makes all the difference in the world. So in this case, I got a swivel seat off of eBay. I'm trying to think. I think just due to lead times, that was the best option that I could find. And so, but you know, it all went well, and in the end, the client's happy, and I feel like it's a good build that we turned out. Always a lot to learn, and so yeah. So I hope you enjoy it. Again, 2014 GMC Savana, real simple, real basic. I think can give you guys some ideas of where to start on a van build, especially to do it yourself, and show you kind of what's possible, kind of on the shorter side or the easier side of things, simpler side, we'll say simpler, and then always can add to the complexity of it. And so one of the nice things there is that as you use it, you can kind of tailor it as you go. And so if you need certain storage or certain functionality, add that as you learn about it, as you move forward. And I think that's a great way to do it. So anyways, I hope you enjoy it, and I enjoy making these for you. Thank you for, you know, liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel, and I do appreciate it. And I do, if you comment, I will respond, I promise, and we'll go from there. But yeah, this is good. Cheers and enjoy. Interesting build. I'll go into more detail about it as we go along. We added two 100-watt solar panels. We added the max air fan. Got these Eno racks off of eTrailer.com. A lot of the things that you're going to see on this build have to do with budget. Had to make some decisions in order to save the client some money and get her what she needed. So again, this 2014 GMC Savana. It's got the barn door, side doors instead of the sliding door, which definitely makes a change in how the layout goes. Here's the interior. Kind of a tongue and groove pine ceiling. Got some LED can lights. Looks pretty good. And then we've got a pre-finished birch plywood on the walls and on that cabinet back there, and also the bed platform. We just went with the stock floor. It was, I think, from the contractor's van prior. Put an L-track all along the wall. Client has a number of dogs that she's going to be camping with, and so just needs a place to tether them out, so we added that. Also just gives some storage. Again, a lot of budget considerations in this van, so that's why you're going to see some things that are quite simple. She had a 4 Patriots battery generator, so I wired that in. I'll show you what the electrical looks like. So lift that lid, and now I added a 30 amp shore power, so that's coming into the circuit breaker there, and then that goes to a 110 outlet, which then goes to the 4 Patriots generator, battery generator, to charge that. All the 12 volt is going through that fuse box and then into the van, where we have our light switches and the fan are hooked up to that. Again, the 4 Patriots generator is currently getting some solar charge. This gives her an inverter, some USB outs, 12 volt out. You can see the 12 volt out there. It's a mini Anderson, and that ties into the fuse block, which then feeds the van. And then on the back side, we have an extension cord for some solar panels, so she can put additional solar panels out in the sun if she wants to park in the shade, and keep this guy topped off, but keep it nice and cozy in there. And then we'll go on to the back here. The client already had this cassette toilet, so we just made a little cubby for that. I like the location in the back door, makes it to where she can easily clean it and get rid of the refuse just out the back door, which I think is a much more ergonomic and easy way to deal with that. And then this cabinet mainly just covers a wheel well. I did make it to where these remove so that she can have access to that storage area. Again, good place to put tire chains or things that you don't always need. And then added this desk to then be a little tabletop desk area for when she's camping in this. Added a drawer here. That's some nice storage. And then I'll show you when we go around to the back. Some other things that we did. Twin size mattress and more or less stock size. I had to cut it down lengthwise a little bit just to get it to fit nice. And then we added a swivel seat. That works pretty good. Always got to have one of those. A couple other things we did, added these straps. That's just so that there's easy ingress and egress out of the van. I put one of the light switches here so that it's right inside the door and also next to that seat. Added another handle right there on the what is normally the inactive door, so that again you just have these handles to hold on to. So let's go around to the back and I will show you the drawer back there. We did add the Max Air fan. This is the automatic one, or the one with the remote. We've got the 2 switches for the lights over the middle of the van and the rear of the van, and then the remote for the Max Air hangs right there. And so everything is within reach and should be a good weekender. I don't see it as a long-term camper or a liveaboard, but definitely can do some weekend camping. So here's from the back. Got that drop down table as you can see, or as you saw. Another handle in the back. This would aid in getting in and out of the back of the van. It also would be nice for just assisting getting in and out of bed. And then we've got this large drawer, which then pulls out and gives a lot of storage. So actually the solar panels that came with the 4 Patriot system that she already had will fit in there. They're like a suitcase style or briefcase style solar panels, so she can put those inside this drawer along with all sorts of other camping gear. So that's about it. Pretty simple. Sorry for that. And then we added, this is our shore power plug here that we put on the side. It's a Furion 30 amp. We also added the running boards to both sides of the van. That's the driver's side, and this would be the passenger side. So that's a tour of the most recent build that we've done. It's done. Going to the client. There's some things that you know that she wanted, but just the budget didn't allow. So it might come back at some point for a refrigerator, possibly a sink, some things like that. So definitely some more that could be done, but just wanted to show you guys what a real simple pared down build could do. Still can be classy, still can be really nice and comfortable, and still get you out on the road and get you some of that freedom. Hope you guys are all well.